Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop?
Let's find out. 1, 2, 3.
Dust is all that's left of us. But only if you ever worry. While the signs were clear, they had no idea. You just get used to living in fear. Or give up when you can't even picture your future.
Hey, what's up YouTube? Evan from Epic Duel Time doing another video. This one is on cards from the Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy. That set is going to be really amazing and I can't wait for it. There's a lot of amazing support in it for existing archetypes, and one of the cards I want to talk about is for Madolche. I did another video for Spellbook Prophecy on the new spellbook coming out, so check that out. Link is in the description below for that video. So I want to talk about Madolche Hootcake. Madolche Hootcake is my favorite new Madolche. I'd like to read his effect to you. He's a cute little owl with little truffles. It's a pun on the word fruitcake. So when this card is in your possession, it is destroyed by your opponent's card by battle or effect, and sent to the graveyard. Shuffle this card into the deck. Awesome. So every other Madolche does that too. You can target one monster in your graveyard and banish the target. Then special summon one Madolche monster from your deck except Madolche Hootcake. You can only use the effect of a Madolche Hootcake once per turn. Okay, so people immediately kind of said it was similar to Tour Guide. And I find that there's some differences between this and Tour Guide. So obviously besides the fact that it's Earth, but also the way you're going to use it. So I've seen some plays talk about using it with a spell card in your hand and having like Mufia. I just want to talk about the simple play. I'm just going to go over this one play. This is easy to get in your hand. This is not. So I want to talk about consistency and realism here. I've always, tried to do real things with you guys. I've never given you guys crazy combos that you can't actually do, but are cool in theory. No, this is real. So I want to play my Mufia. I'm going to summon my Hootcake. And we're going to assume that earlier in the game I used a Veiler. So, I can use Hootcake's effect to banish my own Veiler. I'm going to use its effect to summon a Croissant. So now I have 3 beasts. Keep in mind that Croissant will eventually be a level 4, so I want to kind of keep him from being exceeded right away. I'm going to choose the Mufia and the Hootcake, overlay, and make a NX Saber Invoker. I'm going to use my Invoker, and I'm going to detach my Mufia, send it to the grave, and I'm going to summon my Messengelado. And because I have a Messengelado, I'm going to play Search for my Madolche ticket. Now, I'm going to use my Croissant to bounce my ticket. I'm going to replace the ticket. I'm going to overlay my Croissant with my Messengelado, and I'm going to summon Madolche Queen Tiramisu. And I'm going to detach my Croissant and put Mufia and Croissant back in the deck to bounce 2 cards. And from here, I'm allowed to summon another monster. Now, it depends on what your field looks like. If your grave is completely empty at this point, I'd suggest a Pudding Cess. If you want a combo for the future turn, I would suggest Croissant, and I'm going to go for the Croissant because I still have material given to my Invoker. So that's going to further my plays for next turn and make another rank 4 monster. I'm going to use my Croissant's effect, rebalance my ticket, replay my ticket, and now he's level 4. But the point is, I'm bumping his attack points to 18. I have 16, 18, and 22. Now, we're going to repeat this play with not searching ticket, but we're going to search our Madolche Chateau. The play is a little different. I'm going to have the same start. Let me feel. I'm going to have my Veiler and my grave. I'm going to play let me feel. And I'm going to play my Hootcake. And I'm going to use my Hootcake's effect. But instead of going for the Croissant like I wanted to, I'm going to summon my Messengelado. And I'm going to search out my Chateau. And I'm going to play the Chateau immediately because I have an empty grave. I'm going to overlay. And I'm going to summon my Invoker. And then from there, I'm going to use his effect to remove my Mewtwo. And I'm going to summon a Messengerlato. What I don't like about going for the field spell is that I don't get a second monster. So I'm going to overlay, and I'm going to play Tiramisu. And I'm going to remove one, detach, and I'm going to take my Mewtwo and my Messengerlato and bounce 2 cards and deliver my attacks. What this play is better for is control. The other one was better for aggression. This is better for control. They're both equally good plays. The other one's just better if you're going for game. But keep in mind, you have a 2700 attack point Tiramisu. The odds of her losing in battle is very, very slim. So, next turn, on my follow-up, I can play my Mewtwo, and I can play my Messengerlato. And I'm going to get my Messengerlato's effect, and I'm going to play my ticket. And from here, I can detach, and assuming, we're going to assume, that I have a third Mewtwo of some sort, a third Messengerlato, I can summon a Messengerlato, and be able to overlay again, and make another rank 4. And I can detach, and then use Tiramisu to bounce cards that would give me another summon, and I could summon a Croissant, and I could overlay with Mewtwo. So, those are just potential plays you can do. I'm going to do the one play that shows you what happens if you have all 3. I don't approve of this play. I don't like this version of the play. I think it leaves you a little too open for fault. So we're going to start with Mewtwo, Hootcake, and my Veiler in the grave with my Tachyon in hand. Again, I really don't like this play because of what you have to do through it. So I'm going to use Hootcake's effect and banish my Veiler. I'm going to summon my Messengerlato. I'm going to use my Gelato's effect to get my field spell, and I'm immediately going to play it. I'm going to overlay. Go into my Invoker, remove the Mewtwo again, activate effect, summon the Messengerlato. I don't get an effect. I play a ticket. I overlay here. Tiramisu. I bounce 2 cards. Put these back in my hand. Because the cards went back in my hand, I just summon a Croissant. I use Croissant's effect. Bounce ticket. Replay ticket. Bam. I have a 2300, 1600, 2700. The problem with this combo is that when you go to play Messengerlato again, or off your Invoker if you have a third one, you do not need anything out of your deck. You've got them, but unless you get heavied. I guess if you get heavied, you're fucked anyway. But that's what you can do. That's what happens if you have all 3. But I never see that happen. I don't see that happen now. I'm not going to see it when we add more cards to the deck like Hootcake. So, while you can do this play, and don't get me wrong, you can do this with a pudding cess too. If you're graveyard and you need to pop cards, I guess that's fine, but it's up to you. But from here, you have a lot of potential. Just keep in mind, if you have to play defensively, don't go for this play. Because if you know your opponent's a Veiler, you're already set up. So, if you play Mewtwo and they Veiler it, you're kind of in a bad position. But if they're holding the Veiler or they play Max C, the last thing you really want after this drops is to do more summoning. That's not really what you want. So from here, take advantage of the fact that they're both level 4 and just overlay them and stop summoning. You can't summon through a Max C. This is not the deck I would try to summon through a Max C. There's a lot of decks you can push through, like Chaos Dragons, Mermails can do it. There's a lot of decks that can just push through a Max C because they just say, screw it, I'm just going to keep playing under your Max C and it doesn't matter to me. Don't do that with this, because this is a really bad idea. My only problem is that Madolche kind of gets left out in all these combos. She is a normal summon only searcher, or else, trust me, I would have a whole slew of other plays that I could do with her involving Leviair, but unfortunately they don't work. Hopefully we get, there's, other cards that'll work with this, but until then, that's what we got. It's a cool play. I'm looking forward to Hootcake. Again, May of this year, it's coming out. But we have other things to, really talk about. Before that is, Daigusto Phoenix, Daigusto Emerald, and Level Chain, which will also change these combos as well. Okay, that's all we got for you. As always, like, comment, subscribe. What other cards do you want me to talk about from Lord of the Tachyon Galaxy? I know there's a lot of coverage on Harpies. I'm not really pumped about it. I just think it's kind of like, I think it's a lot of hype, but they have been introducing more cards. Also, we've yet to see the Wind Elemental Lord, so that's something as well. Okay, so let us know in the comments what you think. As always, keep dueling, America.